Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the Starting 11 show. Liverpool versus Everton. It is the Merseyside derby. Is it the last one? Maybe. Who knows? But there's never been a bigger chasm between these two sides that I can remember in my lifetime anyway. So, very, very difficult game. A game that I don't think too many of us have expected too much out of. So, therefore, I have picked my team on that basis. A limited damage, I suppose. Way of thinking of things. Yeah, so let's get into it. In goal, of course, Jordan Pickford will be playing in goal. Obviously, some of Liverpool fans love to ridicule, but hopefully he'll be at his best on Sunday. No mistakes, please, Jordan. No silliness. Just do what you've been doing in the recent weeks and months, which pretty much started, last time at Anfield last year when Everton got the win. So, yeah, Jordan Pickford in goal. Yeah, the back line is pretty much going to be 5 at the back. I mean, I could say it's 3 at the back and wing backs, but it's not. It's 5 at the back, starting with Seamus Coleman and Vitaly Michalenko. They're going to have to really, really... Well, they're going to have to dig deep down. They're going to have to keep the shape. If they can get up the field at any point, then that'll be a bonus, because they are effectively the width as well, once you see my team. But that we can't afford to play a high line whatsoever. And the 5 at the back that I've picked, the centre-backs being Michael Keane, Ben Godfrey, and Jared Branthwaite. No Yerry Mina. I just don't see the point. I'll be honest. I just don't see the point in playing him in this game. He's been out injured for ages. He is so instrumental to us keeping clean sheets and picking up wins in the remaining fixtures. And for me, you've got to keep him in cotton wool, and that's going to get a lot more difficult, obviously, in the last couple of weeks of the season when we've got 5 games in 2 weeks. But for me, at the moment, I just don't see the point in risking him in this game. And Frank Lampard has sort of hinted at that in the press conference as well. So we'll have to wait and see. But I honestly don't see any value in playing this game. If he was to pick up an injury, it would be monumental for us. You have to look at this game and think it's damage limitation, isn't it? It's damage limitation. They are a sensational side, and we've got to just contain them. And that's why I've gone with the 5 at the back, for that simple reason. We can't play a high line. We can't do nothing stupid. We've just got to get as many men behind the ball as we can and stop them from playing. Stop the gaps. Close all the gaps down. Don't let them have any passing lanes. Don't let them have that diagonal ball over the top that they really like. So we've got to be seriously switched on in defence. I'd like to say at our best, but our best isn't really that good. So that's a bit of a pointless saying. So yeah, I'm going to go with 5 at the back. I know that sounds very defeatist, but you look back at the game against Chelsea where we did something similar, and obviously we got a point that night. You can dig in. Listen, when you know you're going to play a really good side, you can dig in and you can get men behind the ball and you can frustrate them. And then, who knows, you might get that one chance. You might get that one opportunity, a set piece, whatever, a breakaway like we got at Chelsea. And it can lead to something. So that's my back line. Before we move on to the midfield, if you're looking for the side hustle of 2021, you'll do no better than starting with our video sponsor today, Profit Accumulator. The gambling industry is fierce and bookmakers compete against each other, making crazier and crazier sign-up offers in order to get your business. Profit Accumulator's dedicated team looks at these offers and presents them to you, so you'll be able to use the offers against one another to produce a profit time and time again. They've had over 150,000 customers to date, so definitely go and check out this offer. The link is in the description. Make sure you check it out. In the midfield, I'm going to go with Abdoulaye Doucouré, going to bring him back. because I just think we need someone in there with legs, someone who can cover the ground. Because listen, these are fantastic in midfield. These have got one of the best midfields in the country. The way they press and win the ball back, and then how they use the ball is, fantastic. And you can't afford any passengers. And what we saw the other night was we carried, when they had the ball, we just looked like we didn't have a midfield. So I'm going to go for Decore, Allen, and Delph in there as well. So those three are going to have to be really busy. Listen, the only what else have we got really? Iwobi will get eaten alive, I think, in a game like this. I just don't think there's any sort of room for him to play in this kind of game. There's no Donny van der Beek, there's no Andre Gomez, I wouldn't think about picking anyway. And then there's nothing after that. So, again, Iwobi, when he's on the ball, he's been better recently. He's been better. And yes, he has been better at pressing, and I don't think that's needed in this game. I think if we try and press Liverpool, I think they'll destroy us. I think it's about getting men behind the ball. It's about being disciplined. It's about having the right shape. I don't think Iwobi provides that. I think the other night when Leicester had the ball in the first half, he didn't know what to do. He didn't know whether to stay in the number 8 position or drop in behind and try and start pressing when no one else was pressing. I think you've got to be disciplined. I think you've got to just try and win the ball, nick the ball, and then try and break if you've got the legs. And that's the midfield I'm going to go for. In front of them, I'm going to go with Richarlison, and I'm going to go with Rondon. The reason I've gone for this is, essentially, if we play Richarlison up front against Liverpool, he will not touch the ball for basically the entire game, because we will not be able to get him the ball. You could have a Damari Gray in there, you could have a Anthony Gordon in there, but it would be a very, very difficult game for them. A very, very difficult game. Listen, Anthony Gordon could play in that role, and he did that against Chelsea. And he helped get us up the pitch. He helped win the foul. He put the ball in. But I think Richarlison's just a little bit clever in that position. Can pick up, win fouls a little bit clever. A bit cleverly, and I think if he was to play up front, he just wouldn't touch the ball, and he just wouldn't be a contest. I think Rondon, for an hour, might be able to just be someone we can try and get the ball up to and win. Not even win headers, just stop their defenders from getting clean headers. And then Richarlison might be able to get on the knockdowns. So maybe, listen, Anthony Gordon maybe could do that as well, the job Richarlison's doing. But I don't think Richarlison, I think if Richarlison plays up front, he will just get bored. Not bored, that's the wrong word. He will want to get into the game, and he will start dropping in deeper, and that would allow Liverpool's back line to play even higher. And that back line just loves playing high. It loves squeezing up. It loves pushing the Liverpool midfield up then, and it just leaves, it just puts 11 men in your half. We need an outball. I don't think Richarlison's the outball. I think Rondon is more likely to be the outball for an hour maybe. We haven't got too many options. Obviously, Dominic Calvert-Lewin is injured again, so he obviously can't play in that role. I just think Richarlison is better off the striker. And as I said, Richarlison won't touch the ball for 90 minutes if he plays up front. He just won't have it. It'll come to him, and it'll be off him, because he's just not a back-to-goal striker. So, listen, that's not a pretty side at all. But listen, it's not going to be a pretty game. We all know that. We're not stupid. So that's the side I am going to go for. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Some of you might feel I'm being a little bit defeatist. I think I'm just being a realist. And that's my side. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Make sure you check out that Profit Accumulator offer if you want to. The link is in the description. Give this video a like, subscribe if you haven't already. If you want more great videos, join us over on Patreon, where we do daily live videos. Thanks for watching. See you later.